All right, Friday night here at the Black Dog.
Still.
Continually.
Perpetually.
And our fearless Raider Marines have found a concerning bit of rope and a decisively fearful chunk of inscribed clay. And now are trying to figure out what to do about it. So, what's the final decision? At what lies beneath?
Barring anything happening immediately.
Well, we don't know. Well, the other thing to consider is you don't know if the 6 Caliphate guys are going to check in with the people here.
Yeah, I know. Barring somebody showing up, we wait for a return or the ability to contact Meat Squad.
So you're pushing all decisions off on somebody else.
Okay, I have a question for Hanan.
Sure.
If the situation is that they hold on, make sure I get this straight. Shoot. I gotta find the actual details about the women and children were sequestered in the well
During an attack, yes.
during an attack. Why would they seal them in? Because isn't it a seal that we're dealing with now versus...
The women and children aren't still in there.
I know, but why would they put a seal on top of that? Or is it just for protection so people can't get in? Or is it protection to get people out? That's all I'm asking. Why is there that seal there that looks like they would,
All it's saying is this is to keep the secrets within from getting out.
Obviously, some ancient force or some ancient troop of soldiers, very not too unlike us, murdered an entire town and hid their bodies down the well so that their superiors wouldn't find out.
Yeah, this seems to be a recurring theme. It's weird.
As to my response to your indignation about me trying to exercise some prudence.
Okay, go.
I am assuming there is only a certain amount of lateral freedom here.
You guys are your own unit.
Okay, going through my notes, it says the cuneiform extorts the various gods to never let this seal open.
Yes, I know.
No, to never let the secrets out.
Never let the secrets out.
Yeah.
I got that. That is not lost on me. It is also not new information.
He's trying to get it straight in his head bones. Okay, then...
And Hanan wants to get these secrets out.
Well, what's the long-term plan? Once you inform the the captain or whomsoever, what's the plan going forward? Sooner or later, the 6 Caliphate's going to, notice all their dead guys that aren't reporting in. They're going to come looking for them. Unless this is a permanent station for our team or somebody else's team, what's the long term?
Well, barring going down into the well and removing any kind of intel so as to prevent it falling into their hands, it would be to relocate all the villagers and erase the existence of the well. Because even if we buried the well without removing all existence and the villagers, they can interrogate the villagers, find out the existence of what we discovered, and excavate the well.
Right.
I'm simply saying that I understand.
Right, but that's the question is...
I'm not trying to get your input. I'm not trying to ask information of you. I am addressing these two.
Okay.
So that's our position. We can wait, but that just gives... That just delays the situation. It is hazardous with only minor improvement in our situation. Because that'll bring more manpower to us, but not necessarily any kind of additional solutions. I'm looking for input here.
I'm working on it.
You're drunk. I'm looking at Tay-Tay.
Oh, God. You might as well look at me instead.
Let's see.
If you want to prove me wrong, Tay, go right ahead. This is a perfect time to prove me wrong.
That was quite insulting.
Let's get Jersey's outlook on them. She says more icy bits.
Notice I haven't diverted my attention. Do you see an alternative?
I don't. Honestly. The longer we wait here, the more we give time for the other end of this issue to come back for it.
Yeah, 6 Cal will come back.
Is that a city name?
Oh, we figure out what's here.
Okay.
We take anything necessary, and then...
What are the odds? What is down there?
The Sumerian list of kings was
so
in
nice
check
thing
now, right?
and bury it after.
Okay.
It was discovered at Tel Leilon.
And I'm not liking saying that statement, but it would keep
Shekna's the ancient
enemies
name.
from finding out what we find out.
Shuvat and Lil.
Unless
is
it's something we can just take with us.
I get
slightly
you.
more modern.
What are the odds? What's down there? Okay, so here's my other question. We can't put the genie back in the bottle.
No.
Or genie back in the lamp. We open that, we can't unopen it. Well, maybe
can.
with zip ties.
Quick, get the sacred zip ties.
Hey, hold on.
I got the blessed zip ties, but they're not the sacred ones.
Hold on.
Order
I found the
magnitude
sacred goat. I'm gonna bleed it on the sacred zip on the zip.
I just
holy
want
zip
to
ties.
try to get some facts straight.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's actually going to be applicable to the situation. But I have mentioned in my notes that the city was abandoned after 3 centuries of drought.
It was abandoned during the 3 centuries of
Okay,
drought, yes.
during.
Yeah. I mean...
Because of.
Yes, due to.
I kind of think we should just open it. And if it's something we can take and get the hell out,
Okay.
we get out.
What
if
if
it's
it's a horde of
something that
monsters?
we
This,
can't, we
this
take
well apparently
photos,
was still good.
notes, everything
Okay.
we
It's
need
used to modern times.
within
Okay.
the time we can, and then bury it.
Okay, what if it's a horde of vampires? Monsters that we let loose. Or various evils that we... Because it just says secrets.
It just says secrets.
I know, that's not...
It could lead to other things.
I know, it's a complete mystery. That's the problem.
Usually, if you just say secrets, it wouldn't necessarily be... it would also be a heftier lock if it was it's something bad.
This is using magic. I mean, I'm assuming...
We don't know this.
It's got a sacred thing calling upon all the gods, dude.
There's also...
I love the fact that there's a chance here that Tay-Tay's become a flat Earth atheist. I mean, yeah, werewolves, whatevs. But magic rope, that's weird.
I mean...
Well, if it's magic rope, how are we going to open it?
I have a feeling it's just say I have a feeling
If
we
we
could probably
open
cut
it
through it with
and
no
can't-
problems. I assume we can open with no problem.
I would
That's
say it's
the
not
issue.
really-
Alright. So you're down to open it?
It's better we let the other guys get to it.
Hanan? She's down to open it.
Yeah, she's done
No,
open it.
I love the idea. Hey, do you think we should let the Sixth Caliphate open it?
Well, if it is them, they are the ones ending the world. But we all
If it's
kind of
us,
knew that anyway.
we're not going to live long enough for it to be ended.
I always love the post-apocalyptic stories where the end of the world happens because someone did the wrong thing in the wrong place. Everybody else is like, hanging out at Starbucks or watching a movie, and then all the lights go out, and they're like, well, that's weird. Did anybody understand what happened? No, just... So yeah, no, she is absolutely
Go time?
go time.
So even though it says the god should never let this be open, she's okay with opening it.
Let the
Yeah.
secrets out.
She likes secrets.
She really does.
What about Indigo Storm and...
Oh, you're actually bringing Thunder and Storm in this? Hey guys, what do you think? Isn't this what we're here to do?
Dang it.
Good enough for me. Who wants to do it?
I don't want to do it.
Okay, fine, I'll do it.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's what I meant. I'm not the one who did it.
I love this. You're like, who wants to do this? You? No. Hundreds.
I get knocked to the ground. I guess she really wants to. We should give her the honors. You should give her the honors.
She's all but putting a K-bar between her teeth. And, spiraling down the rope a la Cirque du Soleil.
I'm so tempted to say, not this time, Agony!
Right. So, you'll appreciate this. For no good reason, the child has decided to start calling me Agony. I don't have a good response to that. No, trust me. Moving on.
What?
She can't have...
No, she doesn't. There's no...
She wasn't even alive!
I know, I'm aware. So anyway,
She wasn't even...
no,
This doesn't
trust
surprise me, actually.
We will explain that one later. So, all right, yeah, you go in. She crawls her way down along the stones.
She cannot start calling me Mantis.
No. So anyway,
She's gonna start calling me Mantis.
Hanan crawls her way down, examines the thing for a little bit, mutters a few things under her breath, and you hear a decisive snick of rope parting.
Well, I didn't know the whispering thing, so it's a good thing she did it.
Dude, hedge mage.
Now, I know, I don't have the whispery thing. So it's a good thing she did it.
Yeah, they call it roll. that I would just assume she made because the character's built that way. All right. Yeah, you hear a scrape of stone on stone, and you hear her call back up again. It's open.
Are you alive?
No.
Are you cursed?
Come join me, Rain.
I collapse the well on her.
She's funny.
And thermobaric bomb.
And grenades. Kinder no bueno!
Yeah, you need a Kinder No Bueno here.
Hey, in celebration, I got you a bouquet.
A shrapnel?
No, grenade bouquet.
Yeah, no, we got it. All right, yeah. With the proper accoutrement of flashlights, because 50 foot down a well and then into an utterly unlit
Ghoul well, yeah.
Oh no, the darkness seems to just kind of swim along the walls. It's a little unsettled.
We align the mirrors
Yeah.
in the right way.
Aziz,
Light.
all right.
Aziz, light.
The ceilings are probably 12 foot high with large vaulted avenues cutting through the stone beneath Tel Leilon. It is a full city down here. There are areas that seem to have been set aside for chapels of worship, other areas that look to be granaries, you assume. There are dwelling areas. And then there are the...
Statues of ash.
No. The niches. You've wandered and cataloged for probably half an hour before you find the first one, and it is a niche set into a wall in a long corridor, 3 high, and each one holds a single withered corpse, transfixed by what appears upon inspection, but not touching, like nothing so more than a 18 to 24 inch long fang through the chest. Each one of these has a march of cuneiform along the what would be a blade if you were going to think of this as a weapon.
Cool.
Click.
Going around pictures of everything.
There are easily
Click.
over 100 of these.
See, when I said vampire horde,
Yeah, Hanan's looking at
Yeah.
them, but they've all been staked.
good.
But why?
Because they're vampires.
But where did...
Where did the stakers go?
No. What the hell are these stakes?
Teeth.
From what?
Giant snakes.
She stops and does a little bit of math.
There's a big snake.
I've seen that movie.
Then there you go. We're wandering inside of a ancient underground necropolis. Not outside of the possibilities for me now.
Fair enough.
I really...
I mean,
have
werewolves.
opinions, but I don't offer them because I don't want to
Well,
I'm always reluctant to discuss my past, especially in this respect that, I go with werewolves, but I'm not going to say werewolves.
I mean,
werewolves don't have fangs like this.
Nope.
Oh, they're longer than...
He said that long.
18 to 24 inches.
Or maybe giant, like, I don't know.
Could be an elephant tusk.
No, it's a fang.
What?
It's a tooth. A fangy tooth.
Jeez,
That's what you think it is, yeah.
Or big lizards. Lizards.
So they're impaled by these things, and how are they broken off?
They're not. In fact, a number of them seem to have...
Wrappings?
Yeah.
Well, obviously, they're weapons fashioned from...
Something.
Fangs. So what's that say?
It is pretty much... it's invoking the god of the sun and rebuking the creature of the night.
Oh, so Lilith.
Mm-hmm.
Rebuking Lilith.
Yep.
The first mage.
Oh, really? Is that where we're going with this?
Well, that's what she actually is, but...
No, she's a vampire.
Yeah, she's like a lot
after
of
she
things,
captured
it seems like.
Cain using her mage powers.
Yeah.
Mage,
But don't
werewolf,
start into
vampire.
the, various interpretations,
Demon.
etc., etc. Because this does not profit anyone.
Queen of monsters.
So anyway, we should probably do something about these.
Burn them?
Get them out in the sunlight, if nothing else.
That
If
makes
these are
sense.
actually vampires, we don't have to
I think
smoke
that's,
ourselves
yeah,
out.
Yeah, let's
down here.
get these out in the sunlight. Yeah.
So if you guys want
immediately.
to start a bucket brigade of
Corpse.
mummified corpses, yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
She's going to continue searching to see if she can find tablets.
Yeah, we'll
I've got mine right here.
We'll get the corpses into the light.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Can we get like the villagers to like angle some mirrors and just...
Nobody has that many mirrors.
Oprah Winfrey has that many mirrors.
Would you like to guess how many billionaires there are sitting in Tel Leilon?
Yeah, you know where... yeah,
3 at
Oprah
least.
Oprah Winfrey is not here.
Yeah, you guys really should have known better when you rolled up on the town and, there were the 4 Hiluxes and the Tesla. So anyway. Alright. So, you guys are going to go ahead and just start ferrying and dragging them up the rope?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, tooth dagger. Ooh, tooth dagger.
It is.
Wait, can we get
it
them?
isn't like flash paper. Thank you very much.
I'm just wondering, and this is a real long shot, could I do an occult roll on trying to figure out what it is that these things are staked with? What they're coming from, fang-wise, what these things are?
Go for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I imagine this is like a real long shot that...
Oh, it's going to be, especially with the way you roll.
Fang
Oh,
dagger.
I know.
Oh, it's going to be the fang knife fetish.
I got 1 success and a
There
7.
actually is a fang knife.
This isn't going to be something you find out until you're able to actually examine a couple of them in detail.
Okay.
But at that point, your best interpretation actually is that these were formed, shaped, if you will.
Fang dagger. Because the fetish actually, you stab and then it can bite.
Well, it's worth a shot. At least
No,
that's
this-
something.
You're so far off. This is third level vicissitude.
Yeah.
So, which only raises different questions.
Yep.
Does it? It's like so out of my area of knowledge that it's like, it doesn't matter. It's not that far out of my knowledge.
No, this is the precursor to the bone punk revolution.
Yeah. I hadn't realized that was all literally central on my character. I thought the necromancy covered bone crafting. Nope. It was a vicissitude.
It's vicissitude.
Yep.
So it's Zamitzi.
Well, my character was what? A
Tremere.
Tremere, yeah. He was a Tremere with vicissitude.
Obviously.
He was Abomination.
No, an Abomination is an undead werewolf.
And that too.
Capital A. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah,
that's the Abomination if I've ever heard of one.
The thing that makes this so easy is that after several thousand years of withering, drying, and torpor, these things weigh maybe 40 pounds each.
Shit, we'll just lash a couple together and jog back to the entrance.
No, literally, it's
dry corpses.
You can pretty much just grab a couple under each arm, and
it's like just cordwood.
Yeah, no, literally.
Just stack them up like a bonfire, and
sunlight takes care of it.
I know.
Yeah, it'd be like a bonfire where you put a bunch of them together, though.
I'm just hoping we can get them out of the well before they start burning, so we don't fill the well with ash.
Well, that was my thing. Is you don't want to start the fire in the enclosed.
Yes,
that'd be bad for us.
Hanan comes back a while later, bearing an extremely heavy. She's got like 3 of those like fold up shopping bags that are filled with clay tablets.
Go help her with the shopping.
No, you guys are dealing with corpses. And while you're
collecting her bone daggers.
Bone daggers are collected upstairs.
Yeah, bone daggers are up by the surface.
You do not want to unstake a ancient vampire, just for kicks.
Yeah, that would be bad, I think. I don't
I'm going to go ahead and take this stake out. Oh! Did I cut my hands off? No. What danger am I in? It's like 5th generation. Oh, lots. All the danger. Yeah, once you've emptied the catacombs, essentially you stack the corpses outside and they smolder down to blackened bone within minutes. And so there's just an ever-growing pile of charred, blackened bone.
With pointy teeth.
Yeah. And however many,
bone knives.
Yeah, fang dagger, bone knife things you want. I'm
gonna fashion a bunch around my forearm.
Schnickty. Yeah, okay, we got it.
Yeah. 3 on each hand, man. They're all set.
No, I'm doing like 7 on my forearm.
Do some on your elbows too, just in case. Elbows and knees, you need one on each of those, just in case.
Yeah.
And because this is consecrated and sacred, I've just done ag damage to myself.
Ow. Wait, I'm not unholy.
No, I guess that's fair. Yeah, Hanan goes through
several levels of ecstasy.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
What's this wet spot?
No. Yeah, once all the corpses are out and she's dragged her stuff back out, she crawls back in and reseals the well. I don't know if it's as good as what they did. I'm sure it'll be fine. Not that there's anything left down there.
There's nothing left down there. Next time, tell Leylon has an issue, they can either A, hide in there, or B, open up an amusement park.
Yeah, lower a rope ladder and let the, seekers of secrets find whatever they want to. Oh my god, here's a picture of a cow!
Yeah, no, they could open up their own amusement park, or like the new type of, this region's Ark experience.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, no, this doesn't have.
Come see the ancient Sumerian necropolis.
Unlike the Ark Encounter, it doesn't have Noah's Tyvek rap. She goes through the tablets. A lot of it is revisiting the same stuff you've pretty much covered. But it does have an interesting discussion of, specifically, it talks about...
Tanagra.
No, it talks about the Syrian list of kings. Speaking of Dumuzi, also known as Tammuz the shepherd, said to be the husband of Inanna called Ishtar.
Easter?
Not Eoster. Ishtar.
Isn't that the actual pronunciation of Easter?
No, Eoster was a slightly different. That goes more European, if memory serves. There's a lot of overlap. A lot of overlap. Whoever wants to give me an occult roll.
I might be the only one that has one besides...
Well, they've got, they're jack of all trades, so they can do it at a ridiculously high number. You're running a high number, too.
I got a 6.
Okay. Doesn't ring any bells.
I know. I didn't think it would.
Let's see.
You guys want to try?
It talks about Tammuz's several thousand-year reign and his death and descent into the underworld, only to have him rise again centuries later. A collection of lamentations for Dumuzi are entitled In the Desert by the Early Grass, which describes Damu, the dead anointed one, being dragged down to the underworld by demons who blindfold and tie him up and forbid him from sleeping. Let's see. Damu's mother tries to follow him into the underworld, but Damu is a disembodied spirit lying in the winds, in the lightnings, and in tornadoes. Damu's mother is unable to eat the food or drink the water in the underworld because it is bad. Damu travels along the road of the underworld and encounters various spirits, including the ghost of a small child, who tells him that it is lost. The ghost of a singer agrees to accompany the child. Damu asks the spirits to send a message to his mother, but they cannot because they are dead, and the living cannot hear the dead's voices. Damu, however, manages to tell his mother to dig up his blood and chop it to pieces. Damu's mother then gives the congealed blood to his sister, Amashalama, who is a leech. Amashalama mixes the congealed blood into a brew, which Damu must drink in order to be restored to life. Damu, however, realizes that he is dead and declares that he is not in the grass which shall grow for his mother again, nor in the waters which shall rise.
Yeah, I can't keep track of all of that.
He'll probably send you a draft of that.
Or,
I wish.
Any thoughts there?
Come on, Kevin.
So.
I'm only keeping track of what I can. You're the one that interprets.
Did you want me to go back over that?
Leech refers to a vampire.
Wow.
They're all vampires. I get it.
The legend of Tammuz, the husband of Inanna, called Ishtar, called something else.
So Ishtar is a dude's name?
No.
Okay.
Goddess of love and...
That's what I
love,
thought.
war, justice, and political power.
Yep.
So
And
Ishtar
intercourse.
is the wife of Inanna?
No. They're the same person.
Ah! Okay. Oh, I get it. So white.
Tammuz, or whatever.
Dumuzi
is the husband of Inanna Ishtar.
And Dumuzi was also one of the antediluvian kings on the Sumerian king list.
So, obviously, Inanna is Lilith.
No.
Is Ishtar?
Ishtar and Inanna are the same person.
It was a long shot, but
No. Out of character? Inanna is the Toreador antediluvian.
oh, so third John.
Yeah. And this is something that probably with some study and some discussion, the weirder apocryphal legends of Ishtar called Inanna were that after the death of her lover Tammuz, by
Dumuzi.
by one of her rivals, out of character, the Gangrel antediluvian, she fled the Holy Land, fled Mesopotamia for Greece to hide from the predations of her sister, depending on which way the Gangrel antediluvian is portrayed in the given legend. According to this legend, with the Lamentations of Damu, Damu was restored to life, or there was a method to attempt to restore him to life by trying to mix his congealed blood into a brew.
Blood magic.
No, this literally comes down to this might be your exile. Is Tammuz, or Dumuzi, one of the antediluvian kings.
Okay, but what about the 13 clans?
What about him?
What about him?
Oh.
I mean, what thread do you want to pull on that?
Well, we know where one is from. Inanna.
Inanna. Got that, Tay?
Called Ishtar, and they're the same
Inanna
person.
called Ishtar.
Yes.
Toreador antediluvian.
Yep. And her lover Tammuz, which would make him, what, a fourth gen? Until he was killed. Until he was unkilled. Until he might still be killed.
Well, if you're going to diverge from the
Yes.
official meta. Yeah.
I'm not divergent from anything. The official meta is so tangled and stupid that, trying to follow it is, madness. Let's go back to the Minotaur.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Not
I
back to
believe
the
in the official
Minotaur!
I think in the official meta, Toreador was, obsessed with Nosferatu.
What?
Because he was so pretty.
No. Literally in the lore for Vampire, Tammuz was killed by Gangrel.
Yeah.
There's no obsession there. That was her lover who was killed by the antediluvian Gangrel.
No, but the The way that I remember it was the curse of her clan came from her obsession with how beautiful Nosferatu was, and the curse of his clan was to humiliate him for his pride in his appearance.
Yeah, until someone comes along and retells it in a completely different way. There's no staking the, meta for any of this.
Staking.
All of the historians lie when it comes to, this. Which is why the Book of Nod is such a squirrely thing, is because it's like, oh yeah, and then Lilith built a garden, and then she built another garden, and then she danced, and then she, totally boned Jehovah, and then when she was done with Jehovah, she had a side fling with Lucifer, and...
Considering that, the Minotaur is somehow based in vampire lore, and why this makes perfect sense. Everything makes perfect sense because it's so squirrely. Everything is so bizarre. It's like, yeah, I can follow that because everything else is so bizarre. Why should this make sense?
Yeah. No, there's enough reason to, this is not canonical. Well, wait 5 minutes.
Yeah, someone else will say it's canonical.
So
that's a lot to dump on us.
Well, yeah, that kind of is.
I mean, Tay-Tay's making a roll to stay awake here.
That random roll that I did was just for fun.
I know, like I said, it's like a Tay-Tay roll to stay awake. Because this is some serious lore dump that Kevin, seems to be having trouble keeping up with.
He's hit the wall. I've hit the wall.
I mean, he if anyone's going to be able to keep track of this, it's him. I'm just keeping notes, which is...
He'll still keep track of it.
The other thing the other thing on these tablets talks about the landmarks for the tomb.
Oh boy.
And it is probably 50-some miles from where you are.
Know where we're going next, I guess.
Nah. Just drop 20 drone strikes on it. Call it good.
Moab.
Yeah, I think
C-130's coming
best,
in
that's
anyway.
the best
That's right.
option. Yeah, just...
Yeah.
Undo that landmark?
Yeah, do the whole area. Make sure it's nice and glassed over.
Yeah.
Let's just, whatever, let's just accidental nuke strike on that, just to be safe.
Oops, deleted.
Just to be safe.
Yeah, oops, deleted. We need to oops, delete that landmark, that tomb.
So, yeah, you guys have enough of a theory, and there's probably nothing left in the underground stuff to be of concern, so
Well, that's good.
you can quietly roll out and,
No, it'll be even better. We will light a big bonfire in there before sealing it up. So the next people to go down there are asphyxiated.
I was really hoping you were going to try try to do a whole backdraft thing where it just gets, this big stupid explosion and then nobody can use the well again.
Well, Kevin's trying to be nice and make sure that, they can still use the well. He's thinking he's not going to be completely
backdrafting a giant catacomb complex.
Still might be able to use the well, though.
Do you know what a flash fire is? Because you're going to find out.
That said, it's already been resealed, so that's
okay.
Less of a concern.
Smoke is flammable.
Yeah. So is flour.
Smoke is
in a certain
bad.
Consistency.
Yeah.
Any grain.
No, any dust. Literally any particulate becomes flammable at...
Is a haboob flammable?
No.
Well, if it's a haboob of gunpowder, yeah.
Haboob.
It's a sandstorm.
Haboob. Sorry. Just gotta say haboob.
Alright. So yeah, with that, you can pretty much leave Tel Leilon behind without worrying too much about the internal security there.
Or vampires.
Okay, hey, great job. Now let's go hunt down the rest of that list like Rob wanted.
Yes.
Since we found nothing in Tel Leilon.
Yes.
I wasn't expecting that until Leilon, that's for sure.
What? Lore dump?
No, the whole Vault of Vampires stuff going on there. That wasn't expecting a Vault of Vampires, and God knows what other.
Nobody expects a Vault of Vampire.
I know.
Be fair.
Just like the Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah, nobody expects that.
So.
Wait.
I mean,
how much experience do you get from killing like roughly 100 Gen 5 ancient vampires?
Well, if you thought about it, you would have taken what little blood they had left and, tried to reconstitute it, because...
No, I'm pretty sure if you snorted it works just as well, too. You just cut off an arm.
it just seems bad.
No, that's great. Yeah, you just use the, withered sinew and, connective tissue of ancient Methuselahs, and then you just roll joints with them.
Excuse me, no. I'm grinding on the bones to make Vitae Jello.
Well, you've got the directions here to use congealed blood
I know.
to make a brew.
Come on, guys.
Seriously.
I mean, we gotta be on equal footing with that ghoul when we reach him.
Who's gonna drive now?
And I'm sorry, but... Oh, no. I'm bloodbound to black chalk.
Wait, you go back
He
to
has a
that
name.
spot. and
Wait,
lick
not
the spot.
anymore.
In death, he has a name.
It's lost to history.
Robert Bolson. So,
I piss on the corpses.
thank you. For
That's
that.
the only way to be
Thank
sure.
you. Yeah, thank you for reverting to, lowest common denominator on that one.
I didn't say I poop on the corpses.
Now you did.
Or that I pry its skull mouth open and... or pull a Chuck Berry.
Yeah.
Pull a Chuck Berry out.
All right,
Chuck Berry him.
I don't think we're going to get any further coherence out of
Probably
any of
not.
this.
There's only a certain. I mean,
There's a
limit.
There's a lost threshold.
We did a lot of good. I mean,
a lot of good.
Well. If you want to talk about note-wise, I'm like filling this thing up, and I was not expecting to fill up this notebook. If that makes you feel better.
By the way, Kevin.